So, as a therapist myself, when I hear these situations now with all of the evolution I've done with myself and my work and all the things, I have listened to people lament about a dynamic. And the first thing I say is, okay, do you want to work this out?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to be in this? And I have had people like really halt in even being asked that because they also received the same training I did,
Sure.
right? My job is to work myself out so that I don't have to stay here. And I have given multiple clients permission to not have to work it out.
Mm.
And they're shocked by this. Like it
Yeah.
does not compute. I'm like,
Yeah.
you don't have to do this. And my sweet, sweet, dear integrity filled client saying, but isn't it my job to like look at myself? Am I spiritually cheating if I leave this? I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, look, you get to have choice. You get to decide who you have in your life and what dynamics you have. If you don't want this,
Right.
you can just leave. That's okay. You're not cheating the system. Aren't I just avoiding? Aren't I just no.
Yeah.
No.
We got the message, I know I did, and I imagine you did too, that, the problem with young kids these days when we were younger is that the first sign of adversity, we bolt. When things aren't going well, we grew up in the 80s, so it had that me generation. It was the start of, or the acceleration of instant gratification. Obviously, this is pre-internet and pre a lot of today's way that we interact. But we still had a lot of this instant gratification energy. Oh, that's not working for me. I don't like this. I'm out. And so there is something, that was the message that I certainly got when I was younger. And I kept hearing that. Like kids these days, they don't know how to stick things out. And I think that there's time and important to say, like, all right, I'm going to put some energy into this. But if that is our only gear and we don't stop to say, do I even want to? And I would say that people who've hit a certain level of understanding of self, chances are everybody who's listening to this, every inspired being out there has done that work of like, I am looking at myself. And the trap that we fall into is I need to be done looking at myself before I can do that, before I can have that kind of relationship. Which I like, if you are looking at yourself and it still doesn't feel good, or how hard do you have to work to try and make this a harmonious situation?